This is about her candidacy. So this is a true story from my childhood. I grew up in a small town in West Texas, if you couldn't tell by the accent. 2,500 population. And I lived there until I went to college. My mother lived there a long time, and she had a friend named Maude Jackson, who was by far the stingiest, most frugal woman that you would ever expect to meet in your life. Now, Maude had grown up poor, but she had struck oil on her property. And even though she was rich, she never acted like she was rich. She had a new car in the garage, but she didn't want to drive it. She didn't want to wear it out. She didn't want to spend her money on the gasoline. So she would go out to her mailbox and wait for anyone who happened to be passing by, and she would hitch a ride into town with those people because she did not want to wear her car out. So she acted very frugal. In fact, every week, Maude Jackson churned butter, and she would take it in to the local grocery store to sell her butter. One week she went in with her butter and she said to the dairy manager, "Here's my butter, and I'd like to buy a pound of your butter." Well, that was kind of strange, he thought, and so he said, "Well, why do you want to buy a pound of my butter when you have your own butter? Why didn't you just keep your own butter?" "Well," said Maude, I can't really eat this butter." "Well, why can't you?" he said. "Well, I can't tell you." "You can't tell me? Why not?" "I just can't tell you, but I just can't eat the butter. I want to buy a pound of your butter. I want to trade it." So he said, "You know, Maude, I can't do that unless I know why you won't eat your own butter." "Well, all right then, I'll tell you. When I was churning this butter, I noticed that a little mouse had fallen into the cream. And I dipped him out in all the cream that I thought he touched. But I just can't eat the butter just knowing that." So what a wise man the manager was. He said, "Well, what about the other people, Maude? What about those people?" "Well," she said, "what they don't know won't hurt them." So he took her butter because he said, "If you tell me, I'll take your butter." He took her butter into the back, unwrapped it, unwrapped his butter, exchanged the wrapping. You're ahead of me. Exchanged the wrapping. And he took it back to her, and he said, "You know, Maude, I think you're absolutely correct. What a person doesn't know won't hurt him." And I tell that story to illustrate the fact that when you're voting for ALA president-elect, what you don't know might hurt you and the association too. So I want you to look carefully over the candidates and their qualifications. Look especially at Dr. Barbara M. Roth from the University of Texas, candidate for president-elect for ALA. Thank you.